So yeah, definitely love with 100 State, and this term here, let's keep building. It's something that's very important to me because it's something that keeps me motivated. It gets me through those hard times when you're thinking of an idea and it fails, or you're trying to start something but you have no money, or if you're still trying to pay student loans, or a lot of different difficulties. But this idea of if you find the right people and you build together, you can overcome a lot of the difficulties. So part of my presentation, I would like for you guys to participate with me in saying let's keep building. So you're gonna hear some really awesome updates, and I'm gonna point to you and you're gonna say let's keep building, because you believe in the future of Madison, right? So we're gonna do, I want you guys to practice with me on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's keep building.
You could do a little bit better than that, so I'm gonna try one more time, because I know all of you believe in the future of Madison and you want to see Madison be one of the best cities in the world. So we're gonna try one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Let's keep building.
There you go, there you go. So I'm gonna tell you to quickly go through the story. So I am from New York, born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, been in New York my entire life, and I moved here to Madison. Oh, you guys already see the next line. a year and a half ago, with my girlfriend Heidi, who's right here, chasing love. We both were in New York, and she got a really great opportunity in the Madison area. So she got a great job at American Girl as a toy engineer. So clap it up for her, please. So wherever she was gonna go, that's where I was going to be. So here I am in Madison, and we didn't know much about Wisconsin or Madison. And I remember my first experience in downtown Madison, and coming from New York, I was like, where is everybody? Because it took me a long time to really get comfortable and just find out where people are, because I would try to go to the square and go downtown. I'm like, yes, it's 1 o'clock on a Wednesday, and I'm thinking everyone's at lunch, and there were people just a completely different experience. But what I wanted to do was really meet people, because I didn't know anybody here other than Heidi, and I was trying to meet more people. So one day, I was at a park on the east side, and I was just literally just going to random people and saying, hey, my name is Greg, I'm from New York, what's your name? Literally just blindly going to different people from one person to another. And I met this guy, Andrew Conley. And it was funny, it was not for this looking for a business opportunity, I was literally trying to make friends. Literally. Like I was trying to someone to play sports with, basketball or something. And we ended up hanging up that time. We don't remember the entire conversation because we ended up having a whole bunch of drinks. And then we ended up hanging out several times. And he asked one day, and I'm asking me, so where are you working from? Well, I have my company called Let's Keep Building, and it's a marketing company about just working with entrepreneurs and building communities, and I'm working from home. He said, well, do you know about 100 State? I'm like, what's that? So one day I found my way to 100 State when we were at 100 State, and the rest is history. I became a member, became an events manager where I was just working with members in the community, just putting together really awesome events, a fun time, because my goal was I want to bring the New York energy here to Madison. So and just bring a lot of people together, bring a diverse, because I seen the potential that Madison had, and I just wanted to invest my all into the 100 State community because it shared the same exact values that I already had. So I didn't have to change anything about myself to be where I am today. Shout out, so that's the theme, right? And I want to give a shout out to all of you and to a lot of these other communities and organizations in Madison that are helping cultivate entrepreneurship through various programs, through events, and so forth. See, these are some other co-working spaces. Generator, which produces a lot of awesome companies through their program. Starting Block, which is, they're working really hard, and a lot of us are big supporters of Starting Block. We know since the inception of 100 State, June 2013, we're starting to see a lot of entrepreneurs just come together like all of you here today. The growth. So this is some of our numbers and what we've done in terms of growth from 100 State. So we started out as Caboose Co-working, as like a lot of the other members said, and this is just a few people. just coming together, like-minded, thinking, hey, let's just create stuff and just see what happens. And in 2014, we went to 160 members. In 2015, we went to 220 members, plus where we are right now. And in 2016, we expect to have over 300 members. Oh, that was good. You guys got it. I surprised you a little bit. You didn't know when it was going to come. And so with our events, we've seen so many different events. You've seen that awesome art video we show where we do a lot of art initiatives. You see a lot of events for startups. We have CEOs of different companies all over the country coming to 100 State. And we've been able to grow our attendees from 300 plus to 2015, 3,000 plus to 2015, 8,000 plus attendees have attended our events.
Let's keep building.
2016, we just know we're going to blow that number away through a lot of the different partners that we've developed, and just the idea that a lot of our members are just expanding their business, expanding their reach, and we're just excited about everything that's happening. And it helps to have some press behind you. So we want to give a shout out to the Cap Times, Madison Magazine, News 3, who have been really awesome at just writing stories about some of our members and what they're doing. And we have a nice announcement with Madison 365, where now they're just, as this past week, became members of 100 State as part of our mission to make sure that the stories from all backgrounds and all perspectives and all ethnicities are always covered. So we want to give a shout out to all of them, the press, just being involved and just building a strong voice in the Madison community.
Let's keep building.
Here's some of the people that at times behind the scenes and sometimes not so much, just really in front, just helping build what we have today. So we have our board of directors, Andrew Conley, Mike, Nico, James, and Joe, and a lot of our board of advisors who, have been really great. Just like, I really take my time and have one-on-ones with our board of advisors. I've sat down with Kaleem Claire, just give me a lot of different advice, or Todd, who's really been awesome, just helping us connect with the right people. I mean, I'm new in town. I haven't been here for 2 years, but having the access to these board of advisors and leveraging their experience and their connections and their support has been essential to our growth, and we're really excited that they're continuing to be a part of what 100 State does. The sponsors. So we've been excited about a lot of our sponsors in 2015. There's a lot of different sponsors, and they helped us in so many different ways, whether it's coming to events, partnering up with events, and just being a presence and helping us continue to grow and cultivate the Madison entrepreneur community, because they believe in what we believe. And what's really awesome about our sponsors is not that they just, here's a check and good luck. Our sponsors are active participants in our growth. Active. They come to our members-only meetings. You've seen Mark talk about a lot how he's involved with the 100 State. You've seen Todd Stryker talk about how he's involved in 100 State. And that's been a big deal for what happens in Madison, is the idea that having a group of like-minded people, whether it's art, corporate sponsors, freelancers, nonprofit organizations, we believe if we all come together for something bigger than ourselves, we know we can make Madison something even better than what it is today.
Let's keep building.
I want to make a quick shout out and a quick introduction to one of our newest sponsors, CUNA Mutual. So I'm going to have Dan Murray come to the stage, and he's going to just quickly talk to you about how CUNA is going to be involved in 100 State and lead us into the future in 2016. So I want everyone to give a round of applause.
So we're very proud to be a new sponsor of 100 State. We believe in the transformational power of entrepreneurship and of what 100 State is doing in the community. And when we went out to look for a way to get engaged with entrepreneurs and creatives and talented people in the Madison environment, all roads pointed us to 100 State. So we paid one visit there, and we joined immediately. We became a sponsor within our first visit. And we're members. As Greg was saying, We've been working out of the site. We've been holding meetings there. We have partnered with a couple of the startups that are working with 100 State. We've done a couple projects together. We're going to do some bigger projects in the future. We love going down to the office and working there because of the energy and the people and the beer. We have no beer in any of the other rooms. But it's been fantastic. Thank you. It's been fantastic. And we really appreciate the warm welcome that we've received from the community, and we're looking forward to working with Greg and with all the folks involved in 100 State.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I'm gonna give you some new information. So turn it on. We can hear you. You can hear me? Jamie, fine?
Let's keep building.
Yeah, all right, cool. There you go. Yeah, I have a pretty loud voice, so I'm pretty sure you can hear me anyway. So I wanted to get some quick talk about Town Square, which was a startup that grew out of 100 State to solve the need of connecting different communities, specifically different co-working spaces. So Town Square started, they worked out and began to connect with a lot of different communities and co-working spaces. And then what ended up happening, well, sometimes startups have problems. It's not that easy to keep going, but they kept with it. And what ended up happening, we developed kind of a partnership with 100 State, ended up taking over the Town Square software. So Town Square, oh, there you go. Town Square is a software that connects like-minded people in different co-working spaces. And to give a quick numbers on what that looks like, Town Square currently connects 20 different communities, 20 different co-working spaces across the country. This is an active product, everyone. 20 different co-working spaces across the country. This is giving a lot of opportunity for a lot of our members who are connected to Town Square to get visibility in different places. Out of those 20 communities, 875 members and growing. And this figure over here is $250,000 are processed through this system. So there are co-working spaces throughout the country that are dependent on something that was built in Madison at 100 State. That is a big deal. We're really proud of this software, and what's really awesome is a lot of our members who are developers are helping expand the software, and so that we can use it to support even more organizations and co-working spaces that are growing and popping up in Madison. I'm making sure you guys are still paying attention. Awesome. Another announcement is 100 Live. 100 Live is going to be a video channel that we're launching with, powered by Field 59, who's streaming the first 100 Live right now. So shout out to them. I want everyone to give a round of applause to them. And it is sponsored by 5-9, so thanks to Todd. And what we're going to do with 100 Live is to have a platform so we can increase the visibility of all the startups that are growing here in Madison. So we increase the visibility of all the nonprofits that are working really hard to cause social change here in Madison. To increase the visibility of all the great artists that are creating awesome work. You've seen the video here in Madison. And I just told you that we have a software that connects co-working spaces across the country. So you guys can kind of get what that looks like in terms of helping Madison continue growing, and building awesome communities, awesome startups, awesome artists, and making sure they have the opportunities across the nation. I'm just having fun, right? Another thing I want to announce is a new membership that we're releasing. And we wanted to fill a gap in our internal community at 100 State. So we had a lot of nonprofit organizations. We have the startups, scalable tech companies. We have the artists and freelancers. But we want to make room for some of the brick and mortar businesses, people who have storefronts and can benefit from having a brainstorm with some of our members. So you've heard so many success stories from our corporate sponsors to freelancers benefiting from a community of people where they could just bounce ideas with. So why not have brick and mortar storefronts and part of our community? So we introduced a new membership level where it's cheaper than the normal level, different hours. So we figured that they're not going to necessarily need it from 9 to 5, but during the evening, they would really benefit from having a space just to gather up, try products, brainstorm, and do so many different things that our other members benefit from. We have a big plan and a big goal in 2016 to have 100 storefront businesses part of the 100-state community. We're really, really excited about doing this because there are so many like-minded people who would benefit from all the ideas, all the energy, the diversity, the skill sets, just having someone right behind you that can have your back. The person that actually inspired this idea was Matt Brueggemann, who's not here. He's the co-founder of Flux Mopeds, and he has a storefront. He sells mopeds, and you're thinking like, well, how does he benefit from being a 100-state member? Whoops, sorry. sorry. How does he benefit from a 100-state member? And basically, his ability to brainstorm, product tests, have access, a network, have people to work with events, connect with college students through Mad Ventures. So many different resources at his disposal just because he's a member of 100 State. And we want to increase that opportunity to over 100 storefronts in 2016. So we're very, very excited about that goal. And we're very confident with all of you, part of our community, we know we'll reach that. There you go. And I want to say that this is just the beginning. You've heard so much tonight. I know we went over time a bit, but there's been so much things to talk about. We could even talk about all of it tonight if we wanted to. So many really awesome stories from our corporate sponsors to our members to our nonprofits to the artists. And 100 State is only 2.5 years old. Only 2.5 years old. In 2.5 years, we went from a few people to being the largest co-working space in Wisconsin. That is a big deal. Over 220, and we're slated to have over 300 members next year. In 2.5 years, we've showed how you can create a really diverse and inclusive community. Like we always talk about 100 States being one of the most diverse experiences that you'll ever have in Madison. You can talk to anyone and bounce ideas. We have in 2.5 years, we've created this culture where it's okay to fail. Because if you talk to a 100 State member and about something that you failed at, they're going to ask you, so what are you doing next? Because it's not over. And that is this really important culture that's so valuable and is what everyone appreciates. I mean, we just had a whole bunch of success stories where people talking about how they failed at so many different startups, but here they are on stage, continuing their growth, continuing a new idea. And if their current idea failed, guess what they're going to do? They're going to keep going. Oh, you guys like how? They're going to keep going because the idea of 100 State is to continue our mission to cultivate entrepreneurship, social change by working consistently on something that we're passionate about. And we're just excited to continue doing that. And we want to thank all of you for coming out tonight and just being a part of what the future of 100 State looks like. So we have this text to donate, and what's cool about it is there's actually a story behind it. So with 100 State, when we have a technology, normally there's a member behind it. So there's a member who created this platform for us, Fred Willis, who's not here, and he wanted to help us just be able to support more of our entrepreneurs and some more of our startups and some more of the nonprofits and some more of the artists. So he made this very simple platform where if you text 100 State and a specific dollar amount to the 608 number, you would automatically donate money to 100 State. So we want any of you who believe and support what you saw here tonight, whether it's $1, $1,000, $1 million. What's really awesome about the platform, it would still go through. So we want to. If you believe in something that you saw tonight, everything counts. If you just put 100 State and just a dollar amount, and a number, it'll go through. A million, yes. And we're just very excited about this. And what's really awesome about this, that we're gonna plan to help roll this out to some of the other nonprofits who are members of 100 State, so they can also benefit from another platform that we're creating here, because we're always about innovation, creating new ideas. Like at 100 State, why use something when you could create something yourself? And we always looking to create new things that support our community, support our members, and make Madison a really awesome place. So I want to thank you everyone for coming out tonight. And really